Next up is sophomore Arwen DeWerth, who wrestled 130 pounds for our girls team. Arwen was also brand new to wrestling this year. I had been trying to get her out for many years, it seems like now, and finally she decided to give it a try. And I think she made the right call. I think, for somebody that was brand new into the sport, she definitely had her growing pains, but she came a long way and showed a lot of growth throughout the season and, became a very, very valuable member to the program and especially on the run that the team made towards the end of the season. Arwen did have 10 wins this year, four by pin, two decisions, eight takedowns, two total near falls, three reversals, and seven escapes. Arwen was also limited this year because she did suffer an injury that kept her out for a few weeks. Um, and that, unfortunately, that kind of slowed her down. We were seeing that progress being made with her. And then, of course, the injury occurs and, kind of have to take a step back, let her heal up for a few weeks, and then come back into it. But by the end of the season, we started to see Arwen was turning into a wrestler. Early in the season, she was just out there kind of trying to like hold her own, kind of almost in survival mode in some of her matches. But by the end of the season, she's going out there. She's the one initiating, takedowns. She's going after her opponent. She's trying to hit the shots and she's extremely coachable. We tell her, hey, go out there, be aggressive, be the first one to shoot. And she would go and do that. And whether she succeeded or not didn't matter. She went out there and she attempted things. And we always tell these kids, whether it's a boy or girl, you go out there and you're aggressive, you're increasing your chance of being victorious. And as the season went on, Arwen became more and more aggressive, and she saw more and more wins start to come her way. Especially towards the end of the season, which, that was the Brunswick tournament that they went to at the very end of the season. And Arwen, that was her first tournament that she got to place in, taking fourth place there. Arwen also finished fifth place at the pre-regional tournament, which earned her a chance to be a regional alternate. Unfortunately, she didn't get selected to fill in on the regionals, but that was a huge step up for her. She had a big match to in her fifth and sixth place match, and she went out there right away. I think it was the first 10 or 15 seconds, took the girl down, just wrapped up her half and took care of business. So she made a lot of strides this year, and we always tell these kids that first year is always the hardest, and she's going to come back next year, and it's going to be a whole different story. And for a lot of these kids that are brand new, it's when they come back in for that first practice their second year, it's like, oh, this is nothing. I remember how to do all this stuff now, and she's going to have that. She's a very athletic girl. She's accomplished in a lot of other things. So we're very confident that she's going to come back in and just start dominating right away. So she's going to be a very integral part of our girls program for the next 2 years, or junior and senior year. Arwen did earn her first year varsity letter in wrestling. And again, we're really pleased with how well she picked up on the sport, how much improvement she showed, and just how great of a teammate she was this year. She was not only valuable on the mat but off the mat, and that's really sometimes the most important thing is how these girls are on and off the mat. And Arwen brings a lot to the table. She's a very funny girl, very entertaining girl. So we love having her around, and we're really excited to see how far she goes in the sport. So congratulations to Arwen.